Yeah, keep him clean because I want him back in the fall. I want him back. Pretty young.
Sweet and rotten. Wow. This is fun.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Wow.
That's a lot. You should hire that out.
You've been teaching. He can do anything. He can do anything. You want to take it for a shot and show up a trailer we got. I got the key in my pocket that Brett just gave me.
Felt so bad.
Brett gave me all these keys. Quick.
That right?
That's terrible. That's what I need. One of those. You can have it sit here.
That's your set. Show back up tomorrow.
Yeah. Teacher, he didn't think I had a good idea, but I think it's going to work. He was willing to build it. He didn't get to do a lot. He come in and he rescued me, gave me for yesterday. Great. Yeah.
All that stuff coming out. Casey agreed with this.
He did. He said the train goes.
The keys comes a heavy burden.
Have the on the way on. That's big. That's not just for a Oh, was that the famous Shirley fudge?
What are you guys gonna try for
Which summer? Which summer? That's the best, like, this is 800 a week if we started that one. So it'd be $66 a week. Maybe 67. I felt it through the table.
I don't know. Looks like somebody might have got their finger.
They don't have any amounts on right now.
And that's even better for me, but you guys are going to live in faster. It's like the. It's like the on top of the hill.
That truck runs alright. Because I need a new rod and cable, some gaskets.
You're not in danger of that. I am.
Well, you can see the word. First page. I didn't talk to Casey. I did try to convince him one way or the other. But like, Casey likes to quiet. I like quiet. But we don't. I just think it's such a fun little like vibe. It's all out there. We live in a nice home. Just charge people. You know, obviously, make good money. For the most part,
Last year, the guys just stayed in the church. Stayed in the church. How old are they?
We're going to go ahead and give you a couple more minutes to get some dessert over here. Then we're going to start because I've just been informed that our official clock on the wall is 35 minutes late. Well, nobody told me that. Here I thought we were starting early and we're starting 25 minutes late. You guys got a 3-hour class. So, Dan, I'm sorry. Let's get our students back up front here. And you other guys get your time, get your stuff, and we'll get organized and we'll get going here.
you can do that whenever you want.
Pretty good, Abby.
You've been dating the girl. You've been dating the girl. Honest relationship you ever had?
You live like
Longer than
You ain't took it down.
Drooling over it.
Better be quick, you might get drafted. Go to war in Iraq. Do that. That's gross.
Going real over there.
Dying.
Come over the mountains.
No.
Three guys It's so warm, man. It's like runoff's already hitting.
White and low is blowing up everything.
So warm.
They ain't letting very much water out.
Yeah.
In fact, the last night that I went down there, I got snagged up for the afternoon.
Is it so low?
Sure glad I'm not up there this year.
Female woman, I booked this long that night.
I was nervous, dude. I was like,
25 minutes, female.
Yeah.
hand
And
swing.
then I went up on that bridge.
Arms and
Yeah, you did good.
16 minutes. I really need to get over on the other side and talk to him. He said, down there, buddy. Be on the other side so I can fish it dead hole.
Yeah. Up against that wall.
Yeah, that's where they at.
I can't believe that's not where you've been fishing.
No, I've been on the other side. On the other side, and then the last night I had dinner, I caught probably about 17 cats. And there's 3 walleye, but I had a trout. I've never been that long, that wide. It was over 20 pounds. He got away from me. I didn't get him caught. I should have rescue grabbed the net when he broke the line, but I went in there and tried to grab him by the hand and ended up with a ball in the water.
Only a little bit.
I'll show you one the other night.
But if I would have got that trout, that would have been the biggest trout ever.
You caught some big one. This one was pretty nice. That was Lionel, Jesse's little brother.
How much did he pay?
I don't know, he didn't want it.
Gave him a bunch of fish.
I didn't. I wasn't ready to make it. I don't eat them big around. He says to me, once you start eating walleye,
What they're going to give out. What they're going to give out for the gift.
that one was like a state record to me, man. You probably ate the state record.
But this thing, I caught this big, but one day JD reminded me that these fish had done rubbed out, but one day me and Bud, JD and a friend of his drove. I caught a 36 and a 35 inch walleye down there.
We are so happy. Happy to have you. And we're very happy to have all of these students. And most of them have promised to return in the fall because I'm going to get to be a teacher finally. They finally think I'm old enough to be a teacher, so I'm going to get to be. Tyler has been a teacher ahead of me, little rat. But I get to teach this fall, and so most of them are promising to come back and tolerate me. So we're looking forward to that. And we've got a dozen really, really nice young kids coming out of Hardin, Lodgegrass, Lading Deer, Corey, Crow Agency. I can never say Crow Agency. I can never get the agency part together. But all of those towns have we've candidated all of those kids. And Pryor, we've got a kid coming out of Pryor this year. And we've got one right now out of Pryor. Old Aloysius over here, second guy. He's out of Pryor. And what's the name of the kid coming, Justin?
I gotta look at my phone.
Yeah, you go look at his phone. Aloysius will know him. If you live in Pryor, you know everybody else. I mean, if you live in Pryor, you know the other kid. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah, he's checking. Too many names.
Too many text messages.
Yeah. So, kids. Another tragedy in Lincoln. At least one person murdered, maybe more, I don't know. I mean, I've heard 8 different stories. Somebody mad at somebody else, threw gas on their outfit, burned it up, killed somebody, burned another outfit up. And it, they'll spend the rest of their life in jail. What I want you to know is that there was a day when they were somebody's nice teenage kid. There was a day when the guy threw the gas, whoever it was. There was a day when that was a good teenage kid that we would have loved to have had. We'd have loved to have had. But they started making bad choices. And bad choices lead to a bad, bad road. And now they've ended somebody else's life, and their own life is wasted and ruined as well. bad choices always start out easy. Satan is real good with, hey, come on, let's just party a little bit. There might be some of you that are related to that wonderful kid we had, Colton Michelle. I'll tell you what, we love Colton Michelle. Died in a head-on crash. Alcohol on board. Killed an innocent man, innocent truck driver. I'll tell you, that was a wonderful kid. We were so happy to have that kid. He was so good. And every one of you is in that same situation. And you will have that same opportunity. Hey, let's just party a little bit. Just a little bit. Nobody ever says, let's party until we're so gone that we kill ourselves going home. There is no plan there. You know, we had a kid out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, on a gravel road, middle of nowhere. 3 miles from home is where the party was. And going home, he goes off the road, flips his car, goes through a fence, breaks his back. He's 40 years old, been in a wheelchair now for 22 or 23 years. All because of one night of let's get drunk. Let's get drunk. Guys, please, care enough about yourself. Care enough about who you are to leave it alone. It is the devil's tool. You don't know a soul. So I go to the jail. I go to the jail, folks. I go every Tuesday night. And anybody that the BIA arrests normally ends up in the jail that I go to down in Basin, Wyoming. So if you know anybody that's been in Basin, Wyoming, I mean, you might know Felix up there in Lanier. I don't know Felix. But I ran into Felix one day. He needed $2 for a hamburger really bad. And we gave him the $2 for the hamburger, and then he says, why do I think I know you? And I said, have you ever been in the Basin, Wyoming jail? And he says, oh, you're the preacher. They all end up there. They all go there. And they were all wonderful people. At a point in their lives, they were wonderful people. But they let a habit grab a hold of them. And most of them are there for the same habits. It's all habit related. And little by little, their life just washes away from them until they're no longer able to do the great things that all of you are able to do now. We are so thrilled by what you guys have produced this year. You have done amazing. We are done earlier this year than we have ever been done before. And you have just done an amazing job, every one of you. And we are blessed. So Brent's going to give them their diplomas, and they come in several different categories. We have first-year students, we have second-year students, and we have third-year students. We've never had a third-year student before, but we've got them in. Go ahead, Brent.
Okay, can you hear me?
I think they will.
You guys hear me? Yeah, there it is. All right, well, I was just looking through these things, and I picked up one that I didn't know who it was. I've been calling by the names that they told me. So then I looked on here, and I'm seeing, well, who is this? So, but anyway, this first one is Philip Spotterville. Philip got certified. He's got certification as far as we could take him. These guys, for all of them here, we had another teacher, and he didn't make it through the end of the year. He was a great welder, good guy, but he expected a ton from himself, and he also expected a ton from the students, to the point that it was extreme. You know, it was extreme. These guys, they all dealt with that for the first part of the year. Pretty extreme. The last after Quentin left, then I took over and we started. I think we had a lot more fun. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think so. I sure have had a lot of fun with them. So they got every one of these guys. We kind of wondered if we were going to get certified. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Kent. Okay, I've been dealing with these guys. I have had a terrible time, and they've helped me out just like he stood up there. I say, Kent, he stands up. So, wonderful. Both of them are good-looking guys, and they're hard to tell apart. Great welders, too. Okay, Sharon. Here we go, Sharon.
The girls are easier to tell apart.
Oh, yeah. Now, a little story behind Sharon. I mean, all these guys have some stories. We don't have all night. We got to share this one. We had a little contest back when Quentin was still there. And it was who could lay the best weld. And out of all the whole group over on that one-on-one side, Sharon taught them a lesson. That was good. See, they're all certified. Okay, now we've got Burl.
Yeah.
This is the white one out of the box. Well, fifth grade, I don't know. Burl tells me, you know, there's some of these kids that they get along good with older people. That's Burl. I mean, Burl can get along with me. You know, he's a good friend. And so we go to the point in the high school, and all the high school kids are there, and he says, you know, I don't miss this at all. He really fit in good, and he loved this school. He was good, and it was great. Thank you, Burl. Okay, Taylor, Alden. This is another one of them. These guys, a little bit on him, he and his brother, all these guys have built things throughout the year. Lots of neat stuff. I mean, they are artistic, really neat stuff. I got crosses from them. I've got my wife getting one that I told her, bring one of those crosses. I want another one. So, yeah. So they really got some good artistry and putting it well into work. So thank you. Okay, this is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one. I've been calling him Wish all year. And it's
Aloysius.
Aloysius. That's the first time I've ever called him that. Now we've had a little bit on him. We have testing for tools and for engineering, stuff like that. I don't know where his dad is. But anyway, we gave him that test for tools. And he aced that thing. And he goes through and measures. And he doesn't need me to teach him any of this because, well, I learned it from my dad, my family.
You'd be amazed how many young people do not know what a ball-peen hammer is. No idea. None at all.
Yeah, it was impressive what he knew. Then we got Lazona. I've been calling her Z. So, thank you for that. A little bit about Lazona. I have to be a little bit of a tattletale. She is a worker. I mean, she gets in that stall. And I mean, I come up behind her a couple times and you gotta watch out, them elbows are flying. She is in there working. She is a worker. She busted it in there and she really did a good job. Really did. She came through on they did stick, and when they got her to make, we were like, have you done make welding before? Nope, never have, Brad. But man, she can. Yeah, she can really do the MIG welding. She can do good stick now. I mean, the MIG welding came really natural to you, huh? Nah. They're all modest. Okay. All right. Now we'll move on. We've got all the first years teachers and all that, and being respectful. And we had a great time. I love you all. Thank you. Okay, now we're moving on to the second year students. We got Colby Bixby. Now there's all these guys, they've all got super strong points. That guy there, I went to play slaps one day. I don't know if he even knows what kind of game that is, but I got ready to play. And he had his hand on the mic, and he said, "What am I supposed to do?" And I said, "Well, slap my hand." And we did this like 3 times, and he just kept slapping my hand. And I said, "All right." But heck of a hand, he's got his own little truck already, and there's no doubt in my mind he's on his way. He's going to be a welder. He is a welder.
He is a welder.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Chris School.
He's nearly as old as you are.
Besides me, I mean, do you have any gray hair yet?
No.
No. No, he's not that old, but man, he is put your head down and just keep on doing it. I'll try a lot of things. I'll try and rip on them a little bit and just see how they handle it. That guy he just says, "Yes, sir." And he just goes right back to work.
If he's not talking, he's working.
That's right.
And he only talks about 30 seconds a day.
None of them talk. There's no problem with everybody talking.
I mean, he works. He works.
Right. They're good workers. Great guys, all of them. Casey Fisher. Yeah, Casey he's a smarty, what he is. You get him on math problems, him and his brother both brilliant over there. Those guys, I don't want to try and teach them anything in math because they just make me look bad. They got those fractions of that. Remembering things, going from fraction to decimal. Man, I wish I had a memory like these, like they do. Incredible. The Lord bless all of these guys. Every one of them's got blessing. They all do. And they're all great people. Okay, now we're moving on to the third year. This is Tyler Hodges. Now, Tyler, he takes over for me when I got to try to be in more than one place at a time. He just takes over and said, "There, I'll teach him, Brad. Why don't you scoot over?"
Silas is not 18 yet, and he's finished his 3rd year. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's really teaching how to weld. I mean, I told Kurt when I hired on, I said, "I'm really not a welder. I know a good weld when I see one, but I'm not the greatest welder." Well, now this year I had Titus over there, and he said, "Let me show you how." And he did, and they picked up on it quick. He was really good help. Thank you, Titus. Yep, really good help. Okay, then we got True.
Oh,
Native True White Man.
yeah.
Now, True, this is what I see with True. He didn't spend much time in the school. He's a helper for Kurt. So yep, Kurt, that's Kurt's right-hand man right there. And he needed something lifted up above his shoulder, like this. If you know Kurt's not doing that. Titus is doing it, or True is doing it, excuse me. But yeah, he has really got a lot of good experience. So he's been through the 2-year program, and then went and he's been helping Kurt out with all sorts of stuff. So we've got lots of good experience. Really good bunch, you guys. And I am always totally amazed
everybody started getting the new cotton ones that you don't need to take to the dry cleaners. So we quit doing the blankets. Then we did knives, and they've all got knives. So you're going to find a little money in here, and there's more money if you've been here longer. So if you've been here longer, 2 years are different than the. Yeah, and so we wanted to show them that we appreciate them. They have been so good to us. I have enough of them. I'll feel really bad if I don't have enough of them. Where's Philip? Did I give you one, Kenton? Yeah, okay. All right. Everybody get one? All right. Did y'all get one? Okay. Well, that means I got this one left with Brett's name on it. Brett is retiring for his second time. He retired when he was 55, I think. And then he volunteered. Well, it was interesting. Clancy over there, the one McNabb who features long hair. There he is right there. That's Clancy. We know that without our kitchen help, we couldn't do it. Charlie came in and helped. Charlotte came in. There's my two daughters-in-law, my son Clancy. But 7 years ago, when we were looking really hard for a teacher, Brett and Stella lived right next door to us. And Clancy is her very own special snake-removing neighbor. Yeah, he was 25 miles from home when she called him and said, "I've got a snake." He turned around and went back and dealt with her snake. Yeah, so Clancy comes to me one day, I'm looking for a teacher, and he said, "I think your teacher lives next door to us." I said, "Huh?" He said, "I think Brett McCoy would be the perfect answer." And so we were going to a funeral. I knew Brett would be there. So I took one of the brochures that we had produced for the school, and I didn't dare talk to him. I just handed him a brochure. He said, "What's this?" I said, "I'll talk to you about it later." Went ahead and did the funeral, and eventually came back and said, "Clancy tells me you're the man we're looking for." Well, he certainly was right. Yeah, this has really been Brett's program for the last 7 years. What these kids have learned has come from Brett. He has tutored these kids, and when I'm looking for a teacher, number one, he's got to love the Lord. That's number one. Number two, if he drinks one beer a year, you're looking for a job someplace else. You're not looking for a job with me. That's the end of that. Number three, he's got to love these kids. He's got to love these kids. And that was where we ran into trouble with Mr. Quinton. He just couldn't quite cross over, and wonderful welder. But he didn't gel well with all the personalities. Brett does. And fourth, he's got to know how to weld. Brett told me he wasn't a welder. And he really didn't claim to be a welder. He's hired welders for the last 35 years, but he knows a good welder. That's what we needed. And so he has been there, and I'll tell you what, we are proud of the nearly 60 kids now. It probably is 60 with these 12 that he has brought through, and some of them are making enormously good paychecks around the country because they took his. So I don't have a gold watch to give you. There's a little money in here, but not near what you're worth. Okay? Not near what you're worth. We're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. Well, folks, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for loaning us your children. Thank you for bringing us your kids. We are so blessed by what they do for us and what they do for our community. This community loves these kids. I mean, you go into the grocery store, and they all recognize our kids. Our kids stand out. Everybody knows where they are. And years ago, when we started, the local cop was a little shook. He made a comment. I don't know that I'm going to like everybody that McNabb's bringing to town. Well, he eventually came back and apologized, because in all of these years, Our kids aren't arrested, our kids aren't in trouble, our kids aren't the ones that pick up downtown. Our kids have set an example for the rest of the community to follow. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to let you gather your kids together and go home, and we just want you to know we love you. Thank you for giving us your kids. We love West. I bought a whole bunch of containers.